Creative thinking. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me? That's all I had to do? Are you fucking shitting me? Are you? Oh my god. Are you shitting me? That's all I had to do. Thanks to you, Donald, the boys have been rescued, and I have my lucky dime back. Well, Uncle Scrooge, I'm ready for my special reward now. Oh, bless me bagpipes. Of course your special reward. Don't you fucking dare. Here's a lucky dime for you too. Oh, you! A lucky... Yes, Donald, your dime will be as lucky as you make it. For all that bullshit. He just literally gave Donald 10 cents for doing all of that. We're supposed to be saving the planet, and we're killing off the polar bears. Look, I'm just gonna let you look at that. Here we've got a guy. He's butt naked. He waggling that booty, and he is shitting out blue skulls. I don't know if that is a medical condition. I don't know if he can get medicated for that. But thank you for the GGs, Avalon. Enjoy a guy farting blue skulls. G'day. Before we start, I want to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land and waters from which I'm streaming from today, the Quandamooka people, and I'd like to pay my respects to elders past, present, and emerging. Well. That was something nice from our host. Yes, Stanners, I believe. Nice to see you. My name is Astrid, and I am taking over. Isn't that lovely? I mean, I am the star of this game, after all. I'm sure you'll appreciate the wonder and splendour of this game. It really is a good one. I've also been advised that we will be having a giveaway. Apparently, there are 3. Only 3? Are you kidding me? There are 3 early access codes to give away. Isn't that exciting? I'm sure you're all very, very excited to see everything. But... Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I just had my stream taken over by a character that I voice. Isn't that lovely? Hey Stanners, good to see you. Hello all my precious gemstones. Very excited to see everyone. Yes. It is time. Hey Selena.
The Kingswood? You're not taking the Kingswood. I just shampooed the battery.
Oh, it's so good to... Oh my god, thank you for the resub. Oh my goodness. We're getting up to resub territory. That's how long I've... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I need a moment. Yes. Someone really should have told Astrid that I am the king of chaos and that she should have not have tried to take over my stream. But hopefully... Yeah, it looks like I've turned the everything's the way it should be set up. But I was so glad to see everyone. I am so incredibly excited, as you could probably tell by letting Astrid, you know, do her thing. And oh my goodness. Um, so before I start, I'm just going to talk a little bit about how this all happened. Um, so this started. So I bought my microphone named Alistair and my caster named Max. Um, I bought them, I think, beginning of December last year, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to see what happens, and I'm not going to hit my microphone again. Um, I'm going to see what happens. I mean, I don't expect anything to happen. Um, we'll just see what happens, and I just started responding
The Kingswood?
to...
You're not taking the Kingswood.
Oh,
I just shampooed the battery.
Shoot, thank you for the resub. Oh my goodness, that's... Oh my gosh. It hasn't really been that long. Oh my gosh, another hype train. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. Oh my goodness. Oh, and Stanners, thank you for the stream streak. Oh my gosh, I love you guys so much. What was I saying? That's right. So what I started doing was I signed up for Casting Call Club. I started responding to things on Reddit. And I came across a game which I don't think is anything that's going to come from it, but the person who was running the ad, when they heard my audition, because I think I auditioned for like a girlfriend role or something, and they came back to me and said, actually, you know what? I've got a really sarcastic and grumpy shopkeeper role that you would be perfect for. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So that's when I did myself up the demo reel, which was, you know, grumpy Australian, done with all your shit kind of Australian. Yeah, that was my main demo. I also have one where, I'm calm, I'm collected, it's okay, we're cool. And also, the friendly beauty mate kind of thing. And I just started, sharing this demo reel on Reddit, on... Oh, I can be grumpy, Stanners. Don't worry about that. Yes, Selena. I mean, I'm a train fanatic, so I love hype trains anyway. So yeah, and I started sharing this demo reel, and the developer of this game, Amber, she had advertised the Casting Call Club um on Reddit, the link, the project. So I auditioned for all the characters: Leon, Suharto, Lilith, Astrid, quite a few of them. But yeah, Amber came back to me and said, that this really sarcastic voice you've done for Suharto, can you try that for Astrid? And so that's how I ended up a omniscient crow. I mean, let me look at her. Look at her. Isn't she beautiful? Look at all that sass. I love her so much. Oh my gosh. Like, I saw her design. Oh my gosh, Selena, 30 streams. Oh my goodness, thank you so much for hanging around. I love seeing all of these streaks. Oh my gosh, thank you all so much. Um, so yeah, that's sort of how I got the role, and honestly, this is yeah. The game itself comes out on the 19th of September, but as Astrid did say, I have 3 early access codes, which after I've finished playing and showing you the main game, um, I'm going to raffle those 3 early access codes off. So 3 lucky viewers can play the game early. Be aware that it is a PC game. It is on Steam. It's not on consoles as of yet. Um, I'm sure eventually we'll get there. Um, but you will need a Steam account and a PC to play the game. But yeah. Um, I mean, there are a lot of things that I've got in the pipeline at the moment, and it's actually like really exciting. Thank you for the level 1 hype train too. I love you guys. You guys are the best. Seriously. Um, so who's ready, as B Fresh would say, to dive in? Are you guys ready? Because for one person working on this looks and sounds incredible. That's right, Jody. We're diving in. Like, look at that. Look at how beautiful this is. Oh my gosh. This is stunning. Where did my mouse go? Whoops. I have lost my cursor. Oh well. That's right, Selena. Get him up in the air like you just don't care. Oh, okay. Let's go. What do you know about aristocrats? Most likely, opinions will differ, and everyone will have their own image in mind. For some, a true aristocrat is a gallant, mannered gentleman with a glass of wine in hand and a curled moustache. It is so pretty, isn't it, Selena? For others, they are an endless stream of nobility and generosity, people who will sacrifice everything for those in need. Hang on, is the game even... Huh. Sorry, 1 second. I just noticed that the game is not coming through. Oops. Bro, it's good to see you. Let me try this again. Sorry about that, everyone. Because I just noticed that the game was not appearing on stream. Like, it was stuck at the menu. Okay, let's try this again. All right. All right, let's get started. Is this gonna... No, it's not. This is odd. Because I can see the game playing, but on the stream, it's still stuck at the menu. Wonder what's... Because my mouse keeps disappearing too. That... You saw nothing, you saw nothing, you saw nothing. You saw absolutely nothing. Oh, come on. Just pretend you do not see that, okay? You guys are not seeing anything right now. You guys see absolutely nothing. Okay. Why? Because the mouse is appearing, but it won't appear. What is going on? It refuses to be streamed. This is Astrid's fault. I am 99% certain that this is Astrid's fault. Yeah, because I can see the mouse. You guys can see the mouse moving. But... Gah! Sorry about this. Okay. It's like the moment I switch to screen recording, it just... Look, it just does not want to. Oh my gosh. Oops. That's better. No, no! Now it's disappeared again. Every time I click on it, it disappears. This is weird. Like, doesn't it... Well, like, I've got streamer mode turned on. Like, it works the moment I turn the... Shaney, please stop it. You are being very annoying. Stop it. Why does the game... Yeah. Like, you guys will see one screen, but you won't see it when the screen changes. Shaney. Sorry, Shaney is also being a little bit annoying at the moment. This is odd. This is really odd. Like, let me... It's like it can tell when the screen recording's happening. And it doesn't want to do the screen recording. This is... odd. What is going on here? Like, if I change it to that... It could be. It could be a Steam thing. Yeah, okay, all right. Don't worry, there are ways around this. That's okay. Shaney is being really annoying. Let me exit out of that. Let me just come over here. I'm sure there is a way around it. Um. Okay. All right. We can make this work. We can make this work. Sorry, Shaney is demanding treats. I don't know if you can hear her or not, but she has gone full queen mode. Seriously. Okay. Calm the farm. Oh my gosh. Oh, where's your plate gone? Here. Yeah. And that's all you're getting. Your dinner is out on the bloody cat tree. Ugh. Children, am I right? Okay, so now if I go downloads. Okay. Okay, extract that. Yeah, this is... Hopefully that's just a Steam thing. Because we do have a non-Steam version that I can show you guys. Just waiting for it to load. Okay. Let's see if this works. Oh, go away, Windows Defender. Alright, let's see. No! This version doesn't like it either. Because I can't see my mouse. Like, you guys can see my mouse moving, but I've already moved it onto the warning screen. What is happening? Huh. No, and I've started the game and you guys are just getting a blank screen. Like, I can't even change it to... Oh, this is... Yes, Selena, I'll be playing Resident Evil 9 while dressed up as Kiryu-chan from Yakuza. Oh, this is heartbreaking, guys. Oh my goodness. What? Yeah, the moment I click onto it, it just... No. Actually, I wonder if... Yeah. Ah. Like, if I turn streamer mode off, does that... No, it doesn't change anything. Huh. Now, I will send a message to the dev. Huh. Huh. Oh. Yeah, because, I mean, you guys can see that now because I'm not actually in the game. But the moment I click on the game at all, it flashes and then decides, no, you're not allowed to play the game. And I can't see my mouse, like... Like, I wonder if... Yep, if I click back on that again. Yeah. And then I click away from the game. And then it changes. Which sucks. So I've let the developer know that streamer mode.
The Kingswood? You're not taking the Kingswood. I just shampooed the battery.
Oh, who resub? Avalon, thank you for the resub. We're having some technical difficulties at the moment. I hope everything's going well at work. Yeah. Yeah, this is kind of weird. Yeah, even the developer says. Okay, I wonder what's going on with my computer then. Like, if I try and open up another game, for example, let's try Bravest Coconut again. Selena, I suggest you go see an optometrist. Yeah, the developers said this game has been streamed before. Mhm. Mhm. Yeah, like, that's working fine. So that works. Um, huh. I actually went and saw the optometrist earlier, yesterday, to get my glasses adjusted because they were coming loose. So, huh. I wonder. This is so weird. Okay. Where are we going? All right, let's give this a try and see if this works. Yeah, that happened with me too, Selena. Like, I don't know what I did with my glasses, but yeah, I had a screw loose. All right. No, I tried turning on privacy mode and that didn't work either. Huh. Weird. No, you guys still can't see it because it changed screens again. Huh. Weird. Hmm. I wonder if Google knows anything. Okay, right. Okay. Google told me settings. All right, let's try it in window mode. Shaney, you've had a treat. Stop it. All right. So now if I go, okay. All right, we have to play it in windowed mode. All right. All right. So now let us play Leon and Suharto. What do you know about aristocrats? Most likely, opinions will differ and everyone will have their own image in mind. For some, a true aristocrat is a gallant, mannered gentleman with a glass of wine in hand and a curled moustache. For others, they are an endless stream of nobility and generosity, people who sacrifice everything for those in need. But today, the story will be about the truest aristocrats of all: haughty, greedy, and self-complacent.
You brute!
The luxurious appearance of the infuriated woman stood in stark contrast to the filth and desolation of this god-forsaken place. It was as if someone, for the sake of a joke, had clipped her out of a glossy magazine and pasted her here. At this thought, the girl who had just taken a glove across the face let out an involuntary chuckle. Yes, we got it working, everyone.
You dare laugh at me! Who do you think you are to laugh at me?
The other voice actors, they did a brilliant job. It was useless to reply. Everyone knew, whatever the response, be it submission or protest, the outcome would be the same. All she could do was wait for the Duchess to grow tired of this whipping boy game. And what had Leon done to deserve this? The Duchess had given strict orders to every maid in the house, heaping the heaviest burdens onto Leon's shoulders, punishing her for the slightest oversight. One cannot deny it was quite convenient. No one even bothered to look into what happened once Leon's name was mentioned. The question remains, why? No one is ever this unfair for no reason at all, right? They are, and in the story, they are indeed. I love this story. Leon was a consequence, a heavy weight pressing upon the ego of Duchess Capella. Living proof that she was not the only woman capable of capturing the Duke's interest. Oh dear. I believe by now it is becoming clear. Leon is the bastard of House Capella. Yes, having a child out of wedlock and, behind your wife's back will definitely cause just a smidge of resentment. Deep down, a spark of gratitude flickered. Gratitude that the Duke had not left her out on the streets. What fate could possibly await an orphan beyond the walls of her father's house? A beggar, dying a slow death from hunger. Or a courtesan who endured vile men only to eventually succumb to some disease. Or perhaps
Answer me when your Duchess speaks to you!
well, no time to be asking yourself those sorts of questions, Leon. You're in a bit of strife there. Her eyelids refused to obey. Her voice had betrayed her body too. All it can do is let out a long creak that sounds like a moan. It was as if Leon were shattering into pieces, trying to discern what tormented her more, each new blow or her own helplessness.
I will throw you out of this house. You are a disgrace to this entire family. You should be grateful to me for being fed and clothed.
Like, for one person who worked on this and then getting all those voice actors in,
She is right.
this is beautifully done.
I could very well be out on the streets right now, without a roof over my head, without a crumb of bread, without a single chance of survival.
Leon was left in solitude, alone with her demons. This is, yeah. I like, when I first played the demo of this game, I just thought it was so awesome. But now, at last, she could relax and quietly catch her breath. Yeah, I like, meeting Leon, she's just... Poor Leon.
She was angrier than usual today.
Despite her total submission and seemingly absolute acceptance, Leon still yearned for something more. And that's fair enough. With each passing year, this room turned more and more into a personal prison. And yet, she allowed herself to tear away a small piece of freedom, a fragment of protest. So there's these little interactive bits. Carefully, she moved her self-built barricade, hiding something of vital importance from prying eyes. Ooh, who's that? Oop. An improvised altar. Anyone who dared witness the secret ritual would inevitably write Leon off as insane. How else to interpret the sight of her praying to a heap of forgotten chairs, shelves, and crates, covered in a thick layer of dust and oblivion? Hey, look, when you're desperate times call for desperate measures. However, to Leon, this pile of nondescript junk was not merely furniture. It was her personal, sacred icon in which she saw the manifestation of a deity. The only one who answered her wounded pleas. This looks so cool, this next bit.
Azul, whose ears turn to pain. Let bitterness become my way. The more my soul is bound in chain, the closer you to me shall stay. No. This is all wrong. Be grateful for what you have before you lose that too. Is this really my lot in life? To smile day after day, to endure endless humiliations, to please everyone who expects my submission?
It felt as if a needle was piercing her heart.
But what if it were the other way around?
I beg of you, please, don't. Please,
Like, that is probably one of my favourite bits to watch. It wasn't just anticipation. A wild, frantic excitement surged within her. She bathed in her fantasy, savouring every detail, every moment of her future retribution. And this searing, triumphant sense of revenge displaced any bitterness of her sorrow. It was this, above all, that proved stronger than any tears. Well, when you're at that low, you need something. You need something. Oh, we got a little achievement there for meeting Leon. Something is wrong. Okay. What would be wrong? Goosebumps crawl over her skin with every step of that unfamiliar stride.
Did someone use the back door to sneak inside?
Uh-oh. The question of who those footsteps belonged to stirred a primal, animalistic terror within the girl. It wasn't the clicking of the Duke's heels with their gilded tips, nor the wooden clogs of the servants. This was a cautious step, calculated, as if someone were obsessing over every single movement. Almost like a killer. An inexplicable sense of dread throbbed in her chest, swelling and pressing against her lungs. Leon froze, looking less like a frightened girl and more like prey backed into a corner by a predator. Be careful what you wish for, Leon. Slowly, she sank to the floor and leaned against the door, straining to catch every rustle. Not a sound from behind the door. Absolute silence. Leon held her breath, pressing her ear against the cold surface. She tried to make out anything at all, the creak of a floorboard, heavy breathing, some sign of life. Leon's usual mask finally cracked. Oh, that was dumb, Leon. A single word, escaping against her will like a traitorous gunshot in the distance.
I've been hurt. It's over for me.
But no matter how long the wait lasted, no one ever appeared. Hopefully no one heard you. Exhausted by fear and anxiety for her family, she remained on the floor, her gaze fixed endlessly on the door. Leon listened intently to every sound coming from inside the house. Uh-oh! Leon froze, feeling as though even her soul refused to face the situation, sinking deep beneath the floorboards. Yeah, you're screwed. The intruders seemed to hesitate as well, perhaps contemplating their next move, or searching for another way to get inside. In that split second, the girl bolts from her spot in a desperate attempt to hide. Oh, what's this? Keep heart in the center. Oh, goodness. What's going on? Why is my... Uh-oh. No matter how hard Leon tried to remain calm, she was only a child. Reason had completely abandoned her, leaving her limbs locked in an uncontrollable shudder. Sooner or later, they will find her, and then all of Oceania will know what happened in the Capella house. Did I stuff up? What the?
Hello.
Who's
And
this?
hello to you.
Hi.
I'm glad to finally meet someone real, someone who could help me with my cause.
Hey, Astrid.
Let's not get into details. It's all very complicated. Again, do you really think I won't notice the world changing around me?
Okay, I won't. I'll leave this.
Messing around with the scroll wheel.
Okay, fine.
I'm glad to finally meet someone real, someone who could help me with my cause. Let's not get into details. It's all very complicated. But don't worry, you'll figure things out in time. This isn't our last meeting. Right now, I'm sending you back so you can keep helping me. The most important thing is, follow the trail. Alright?
Alright.
I'll help you make the right choice. Or at least I won't leave you with one. Bye-bye.
Hi. Yes, we are getting meta here, Avalon. There she is. Okay. We've been scolded. Let's Whoa, let's try. Whoa. Oh, shit. This mini game is not as easy as it looks. Okay. Okay. Let's try it again. Try again. Whoa! Whoa, where's this go? Well, this will be, I think, this is the third time I've stuffed it up. Oops. I'll keep trying, shoot. I'm sure I'll get it eventually. Okay. Astrid told us we have to stay on the path. Okay. Whoa, come on. Come on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Ah! I mean, I've already been told off by myself, you know? I'll get it. I promise. I'll get it. Okay. In the center. In the center. Ah! Crud. No, get in the center. Get in the... No! This is embarrassing for everyone, isn't it? Okay. Hit the heart in the center. No. Oh! No! He keeps flying! Ah! Like, every time they do the big bang, it just goes whoop off into the... Whoa! Come on. Oh, no! Don't move! Oh, it does, doesn't it? Wait, why is it not loading?
Yikes. You're really terrible at this.
Hey!
Alright, I'm tired of watching this.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Astrid.
Rich folk really don't know how to pick a door.
Like, Astrid be sassy.
Everything's so flashy, yet so flimsy.
That was me, bro.
Man, we were wrestling with that door for like 10 minutes.
Like, that takes self-reproach to a brand new level.
Listen, shut your trap, alright?
Better for us anyway. Just grab what you see and let's move.
There's nothing even worth taking here. It's just a junk room.
Thank you for all the hype, bro. He couldn't have imagined just how right he was.
Hurry up, jeez. You know Katerina hates to be kept waiting.
Katerina?
Besides, our girl is almost done dealing with the Capellas.
Yeah, those damn Capella pricks.
Yeah, those damn Capellas. I tell ya.
That'll teach them to stick their noses into Katerina's businesses.
Wonder what they did. Taking one last look around, the mercenary left the room, leaving behind a reminder in the form of a trail of cheap cigarette smoke. Leon remained motionless in her corner until every sound and scent had vanished. I don't know, Selena. I'll have to ask. No force on earth could have made her budge. Even as it began to grow dark outside, She stayed huddled in her hiding place. I don't blame the poor girl. But come on, up you get. Finally, gritting her teeth against the ache in her numb limbs, she forced herself to stand. Her body resisted, her stiff muscles screaming in protest. She crept down the hallway like a ghost in her own home. The parquet floor creaked treacherously under her bare feet. Every sound pulsed like a dull throb in her temples. She held her breath, listening to a silence that felt too thick, too strained. I mean, I wouldn't have moved. Who knows if they'll come back?
What if someone sees that I came out without permission?
The thought flashed through her mind as if it actually mattered now. After all, there was something far more terrifying than any punishment that could befall her. And then she saw it. Or felt it. Her gaze, flickering upwards, struck a void. Seriously though, this looks absolutely amazing. Where the massive crystal chandelier should have hung, a different geometry reigned. A dark, amorphous stain right beneath the dome. Her consciousness refused to comprehend. Just shadows, her mind whispered insistently. A trick of the light. But the light was motionless, and the shadows were too dense. Details emerged, one by one, like an image appearing on a photographic paper in a developer, searing her retinas. Uh-oh! Two silhouettes, outstretched arms. I mean, I'm not exactly feeling too sympathetic after how they just treated Leon. Even though they did, house and feed her, I guess. His usual posture, carved from ice, was shattered. The body was twisted in silent, eternal agony. Fingers convulsively clawing at the emptiness. And on the face, there wasn't a glimmer of terror, but emptiness. It was something far greater than horror itself. And then her gaze, against her will, slid to the left. Scarlet velvet, her colour. Leon had always thought it was the most beautiful colour in the world. Now that velvet was alive. It shimmered with a wet, organic glisten. Something scarlet and incredibly complex was descending from its folds. Leon peered closer, trying to decipher the pattern. Bad idea! Bad idea! Oh! Entrails. Oh, yikes. Turned inside out, still warm, iridescent in the dim light. A garland of flesh woven with a sadist's devotion. Your intestines are not supposed to look like that. In that moment, her mind, pushed to its limit, gave way. It simply shut down. Yeah, my brain would totally shut down too if I just saw that. Like a burnt out light bulb. And then, as if in a punishment for that second of ignorance, the smell hit her. Her brain could no longer block it out. A cloyingly sweet, thick scent of spoiled meat, laced with metallic sharpness of blood. And beneath it, the heavy, shameful stench of excrement. The air became physically tangible, sticky and warm, like the very breath of the room. It enveloped her, clinging to her skin, clogging her nostrils and mouth, turning every breath into a meagre handout. This wasn't just a murder. This was a performance. And only a monster could have committed such a thing. Agreed. Gravity betrayed her. Her legs gave out as if the tendons had been severed in a single invisible stroke. Is that a candle she just knocked over? Fire safety, Leon! The impact of her back hitting the floor knocked not just the air out of her lungs, but the very ability to breathe. A scream should have erupted, but only a hoarse groan escaped her throat. An animalistic lowing caught somewhere between her ribs. No matter how much she wanted to, she couldn't look away. Her eyes were glued to what hung from the ceiling. I know, Selena, yeah. And then came the nausea. A vile cocktail flared in her mouth, the metallic taste of blood mixed with acid. I will not vomit. She was turned inside out. Bile, acrid and sour, spewed from her exhausted body, spilling the last juices of life onto the floorboards. Her arms and legs turned to lead. Her fingers grew numb and cold death was beginning to try on her skin. And before she could even register the acidic taste in her mouth, a new scent hit her nostrils. To the cloying weight of blood and flesh, a sharp, living note was added. Smoke. I told you, Leon. I told you that candle you knocked over. Still convulsing, she turned. And a new horror stood before her, one created by her own hands. The heavy candelabra, overturned by her fall, had scattered candles like stars across a dark sky. And the greedy, joyful flame was already licking the carpet, sinking its teeth into the dry fabric of the curtains. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm a pyromaniac, but I am a responsible pyromaniac. I do not knock over candles. Accidentally. Oh boy, that one, and then that one, and then... Pain was a luxury. She was gone. There was only an all-consuming dread that tormented her soul with a far finer, more terrible cruelty. But the fire, like a demon taunted by her helplessness, only grew more playful. It leaped onto the car panels, licking the wood, crawling across the room, filling it with a hot, black breath. Her mind, backed into a corner, shrieked a single clear command. Run. Yeah, get out of there. She didn't look back. She just broke free. She flung open the heavy doors and burst into the evening air of the courtyard. Leon squeezed her eyes shut, tight. If she couldn't see it, it wasn't there. Honey, that doesn't work for cats. It's not going to work for you. And she ran, at random, blindly, away from the house, which was now being devoured by the black and orange maw of the fire. Blindness is a poor counsellor. Her foot found only empty air. She was sent tumbling head over heels. Okay, Mr. Gravity, calm down. This poor girl's already been through a lot. You need to stop. Lashing and painful, the thorny branches struck her face, her arms, her entire body. Each strike left a new mark, a new seal of this horror. Strengthless, she collapsed onto the ground. No one is coming. No one will help. What will she eat today? Will she even eat today? And a week from now, the realization that inevitable death awaited her gnawed at her from within. But she wanted to live desperately. It ignited a final spark inside. Come on, get up! She stood up. Every step felt like climbing a mountain. Her legs were made of lead. The earth was pulling them down. But she walked through the forest, which watched her with its firefly eyes. Past shadows that could have been bushes or could have been something else. Her struggle finally led her somewhere. She reached the edge of the hill. Below, in the valley, drowning in the mist and darkness, lay the slums. A ghost city at the foot of the kingdom. Perhaps there she would be welcomed like she was at home. From rags to... I think it's more like...
5 years have passed since the House of Capella case shook Oceania. Murder, arson, the motive remains unclear. A personal vendetta or a robbery. If you know anything,
The owner of this place is either a saint or a madman. Opening an electronics store in the rottennest corner of Oceana. People here count coppers for a crust of stale bread. And he hopes to sell them microchips. Then again, news is given out for free today. Too bad it doesn't make you any less hungry.
Can't eat the news. Years later, to an outsider, it might have seemed that Leon's life had taken a turn for the better. That it had improved noticeably, blooming with new colours. But can growth built on the robbery and suffering of others be considered a true blessing? The mercenary skillfully deceived herself, constructing a fragile logic.
Robin Hood was a good guy, wasn't he?
Historical accounts of Robin Hood vary.
And I just take everything from the rich and, well, I just keep it for myself. No one really gets hurt, except for those who are already overindulged.
Personally, eat the rich. Any injustice is fertile ground for growing heroes. If the world were a bit simpler, this story would have been a tale of a saviour for the poor and destitute. But reality proved to be much more blunt than fairy tales. It hammered only one rule into her mind, sharp and reliable as a blade: every man for himself. And, it must be admitted, this strategy worked without fail.
The same old sign. It seems the smell of burnt crust still lingers here.
This was one of the first places 14-year-old Leon came to 5 years ago. Back then, a local baker, in a fit of generosity, gave her a loaf of stale bread.
He was so proud of himself then. As if he bought a place in heaven for the price of a rusk he was going to throw away anyway. And the next morning, he just threw me out like a maned dog.
Leon noticed a fence made of chipped red brick. Once, this square had been her only bedroom.
It used to be so cozy here. Many people came here to sleep. Until the upstarts from the lower ward decided we were ruining their view.
That happens so much. We actually, in Australia, if someone cuts down a tree because it's blocking the view, until that tree grows black, councils will actually erect a big sign to ruin the view for everyone. So, doesn't stop people from trying, though.
Barely crawled out from it themselves. The piece of shit. How ironic. They put up these iron bars so no one can lie on them. And neither they nor we sit here.
And that's the thing, too. The anti-homeless stuff just pisses me off as well. You don't need an armrest in the middle of a chair. Exactly, Selena. The tree is part of the view. And yet, yeah, people suck.
In the slums, everyone claws at each other's throats for their own skin. And I don't blame them. If you try to help everyone, you save no one, but you'll certainly destroy yourself.
Poor Leon. Any one of those days could have been her last. Leon's life hung by a thread, ready to snap at any second. She was found by people just like her. No noble blood flowed in their veins, and they had never seen the glitter of palace halls. They were united by a different, deeper bond, a brand of outcasts. By nature, Leon was a loner. To her, any closeness, any pact, meant only one thing: vulnerability. Attachment in her eyes looked like an open wound. She was certain the world would surely use it to strike the final blow. But the harsh reality of the slums dictated its own rules. Surviving in a group proved to be easier.
Your hands are finally starting to heal. You're lucky that the nature of the slums is sometimes more merciful than people.
Leon only later learned that the swarm of larvae in her wounds had kept her from dying of sepsis. Ew!
How are you feeling? Why don't you join the others? There's food and warmth there. Can't you speak?
Wretched beast.
Oh,
Don't think you're actually part of this family. Don't you dare mention that you're a capella.
Don't you forget, you're only a worthwhile investment until my damned wife bears me an heir.
lovely.
Scrandal! Is that why you rushed to spread the legs of the first whore you saw?
That whore at least did what a woman is supposed to do.
You fucked up beggar just to prove my guilt to me? You brought this spawn into my house!
Your house? You forget yourself,
let these
dear.
two,
Nothing here is
Make
yours.
me a laughing stock? You fuck filth. Because you are filth yourself!
I fuck those who don't cringe at my every touch, you frigid bitch!
Monster! Your shit is trash! Look at this girl! She's a walking mistake! A goddamn bastard!
Shut up! She's the only thing amongst all that died inside you. Because there's nothing in you at all. You're empty. A void.
Have some decency, you impotent! This bastard is your
Get
disgrace!
out! You're a corpse, Theophil. Be gone!
I hate you! I'll burn you both!
Out! Get out, you bitch!
Thank you for the help.
That was definitely a memory.
Oh, you do have a voice. Good. I'm Lilith. I run this place.
I like Lilith. She seems nice.
Everyone you see by the fire was once just as nobodies as you. Do you have a name?
The silence stretches. Leon feels Lilith's scrutinizing gaze, the look of someone who has seen much and knows how to put two and two together. Yeah, shoot, definitely. Definitely reminds me of some of the things I heard as a kid.
Leon.
Leon? Good. So, what happened to you, Leon?
Leon flinches visibly, her weak hands clutching her own shoulders.
I see. In the slums, thieves are often punished with red-hot iron. They sear their hands as a brand. Do you understand me?
Nice, Lilith's just given her a cover story. The last words were barely a whisper, spoken almost directly into Leon's ear. Despite everything, Lilith was a serious woman. She rarely opened up, but on those evenings when the ale loosened her tongue, she would speak of her brother, of her Elliot. In those moments, her voice would take on notes reminiscent of a cat's purr, tender and wistful. Elliot was woven from salty winds and cliffside rocks, steady, free and strong. Lilith still remembered his hands, rough from fishing nets, yet indefinitely gentle when he braided her hair or pointed at the stars. Aww.
Look, Lily. The stars will always show you the way,
Oh, look at a little kitty shirt.
no matter what happens.
One evening, everything changed. Yeah, some of the things that, kids go through, shoot. I'm sorry you had to witness that. Shaney. For me, it was, fights between brother and stepfather and mum and... Yeah. Anyway. Her brother returned from the sea a different man. His eyes glittered with fever, and his smile was so wide it frightened Lilith. He dropped to one knee before her, taking her face in his palms. His words flowed like honey and tasted just as sweet.
My dear Lily, from this day on, everything will be different.
He told her of a chest caught in the nets, about jewels whose names they didn't even know. It was a ticket to another life, A chance for a roof without leaks, a clean bed, a future outside the slums. But small towns have big ears. Oh no. And mouths full of poisonous envy. Elliot, with a boyish naivety, let the secret slip. Oh, Elliot. And in certain circles, a question immediately rose. How did a poor fisherman find the means for a life he couldn't afford? Katerina's people came looking for the answer. Oh, this person again. 1 second. Cheney, look. Look, it's your tennis ball. Come on. Come on, you play with your tennis ball. Huh? Tennis ball? Shaney has a tennis ball. Katerina's people came looking for the answer. Elliot shook her awake in the middle of the night. His face was as pale as a sheet. He ordered her to hide behind a chest of fishing junk and not make a single sound. Oh, Elliot. She felt death crawling into the room. She heard cursing. 2 men demanded what Elliot believed was their salvation. At that moment, Lilith wanted to leap out and hurl that cursed chest in their faces. To scream, take it all, just leave me, my brother. But Elliot didn't believe in happiness without a penny to one's name. He knew, in the slums, you only get one chance. At some point, everything went silent. The silence was so heavy that Lilith couldn't bear it. Disobeying the order, she risked a look. Her brother lay on the floor. From his chest, where a moment ago beat the kindest heart in the world, protruded a cold mercenary blade. Their eyes met. Life still flickered in his eyes, but the last thing he felt was terror. Terror that his little sister had disobeyed and peeked out, that she was now next. The girl's sudden movement in the dark did not go unnoticed. One of the killers approached her hiding spot. Lilith bristled, ready to snarl and tear at the enemy's throat, but the mercenary was only amused. To him, she was no more dangerous than a kitten raising its fur in a powerless rage. The second mercenary quickly found their meagre savings. And then they left. Oh boy. They didn't even bother to kill her. Not out of mercy. For scum like them, a child's death would have been too noble an act. They simply knew a little girl wouldn't survive on her own. Lilith erased the rest of the story from her memory. Or perhaps she didn't simply want to remember. She didn't remember how many nights she spent beside Elliot's body, watching him slowly decompose. Oh! She didn't remember how a hunger, a merciless beast that knows no pity for children, forced her to come out. She forgot the cold of her wanderings and the humiliation of those first days. But one thing was seared into her mind like a branding iron. On that day, the good girl died along with her brother, and in its place, something else was born. A creature whose entire purpose in life could be summed up in one short word: revenge. Oh dear. Lilith quickly understood how the world of the slums worked. She soon learned that the most valuable thing wasn't gold, connections, and people. She recruited anyone who was willing to do anything for food and shelter. She taught them, trained them to survive, cared for them, protected them. She did everything her brother had taught her. She did what she herself had lacked. Gradually, the children turned into adults who could share responsibilities and have each other's backs. The years spent as a silent shadow in the halls of the Capella house became Leo's main advantage over Lilith. Stealth skills, honed by fear of her parents, turned her into the perfect mercenary. Lilith seems to be getting her own army together. Yikes! The journey from a haunted child to a formidable mercenary formidable mercenary was a swift one. She didn't hide in the corners anymore. At least, not like she used to. The memories reluctantly receded, leaving Leon alone with reality. She stood on the familiar cobblestones. Her feet led her here of their own accord. As if something ancient and commanding was drawing her back to the ruins of her past life, forcing her to relive the day of her fall. As Leon stepped beneath the arches of the ruined hall, fear shot down her spine. The familiar horror returned after all these years. This was where her family had met their end. This hall became their grave and nearly became her own tombstone. The girl slowly scanned the ash-covered site.
Life used to be so simple. Breakfast, cleaning, a roof over my head.
Now her daily life consisted of hundreds of deaths, intrigues, and an endless struggle for a place in the sun. Suddenly, something glinted amidst the endless grey ash. Leon froze. She drew closer, and a round object glinting in the sun caught her eye. She picked it up, noticing the engraving.
Beloved, Arana Franco Caterina. What the?
The name made her ears ring. With trembling fingers, she felt for the clasp. The locket opened with a soft click. Inside, as if mocking time itself, a portrait had survived. A portrait of the woman whose name was synonymous with unbearable pain for Leon.
I need to show this to Lilith. Immediately.
Leon didn't hesitate. The medallion pressing into her palm drove her forward towards Lilith. Leon usually moved throughout the hideout like a draft, unseen and silent. But today, her stealth was sacrificed to feverish haste. Feverish haste. I can talk, I swear. The new lead acted on her like a shot of adrenaline, awakening a thirst for revenge deep within her soul. The door to Lilith's office nearly flew off its hinges.
You have to see this!
Lilith, who was usually in a state of absolute, almost frightening calm, looked rattled for a brief moment. Sit that backside down. As soon as the locket was in Lilith's hands, she immediately began to examine it. Only someone who had known her for years could have noticed the shadow of genuine surprise that flicked across her flawless face for a brief moment.
Where did you find this? Do you think this is a portrait of Katerina herself?
Leon hesitated.
I can't exactly tell her that I rummage through the ruins of my old home from time to time.
No, you can't.
No one can know I'm connected to the Capellas. Otherwise,
At some burnt out site. I was just wandering around there.
Another lie.
and I'm not sure it's her.
I just thought it might help us. We haven't heard anything about Katerina or her people in so long. We've been idle for far too long.
Lilith snapped the trinkets shut with a dry click. Her gaze became calculating and cold once more.
This might actually help us. I've heard of a certain mercenary.
A certain mercenary?
A couple of years ago, she went on vacation to a resort town.
Hey, I wouldn't mind going on vacation to a resort. Where's the place?
And Katerina personally arranged her trip.
Oh.
I think you should pay her a visit and show her this portrait.
Are you suggesting that I break into a prison?
Alright, so it's not a resort.
Aren't you afraid they might politely ask me to stay?
And you will politely refuse. Suharto is the only one who dealt with Katerina personally and lived to tell the tale.
Oh, we're gonna meet Suharto!
Besides, I don't think you want to wait until the end of her sentence. It's quite a long one.
Up you get. Leon securely tucked the medallion into the folds of her clothes. Lilith gave her an elegant yet stifling smile. Sorry, Shaney, enough, go on. Why are you being such a butt tonight? Cats, am I right? A brief nod pointed towards the exit. The road to the prison buildings didn't just lead to captivity, it was captivity itself, sprawling under the open sky. You know, bro, don't you? Thorny bushes caught on her clothes as if trying to hold her in place. The rutted road drained her strength long before the gates appeared on the horizon. Leon was gnawed by dissatisfaction. The idea of politely asking for a prisoner seemed absurd to her.
Suharto has probably already been paid for in cold hard cash. And why did I assume I had to let her out? Maybe there's a way to get the information without getting my hands dirty.
Leon, you know the way these things go. Leon gazed at the converted casemates with unshakable confidence. She was unfazed by the isolation of the crude, rugged walls. A question flickered in the back of her mind. Why would someone like Katerina keep someone in a dump like this? But reflection soon gave way to instinct. Leon was more than just a mercenary. She was a gliding shadow, a silent echo penetrating places where even the light feared to tread. To her, this casemate was nothing more than a child's puzzle.
Now all that's left is to cross this damn cliff.
Cliff? Oh, lordy. All right, Mr. Gravity, you and I are besties, okay? So let's not do this today. All right? This is easy. Oh my god, what was that? What's going on? Oops. Even the most experienced mercenaries make foolish mistakes. Leon lost her footing on the edge of the cliff and plummeted down like a stone. Oh! Astrid's back! She's laughing at me.
Oh my god, you should have seen your face. I didn't think it would scare you that much. Forgive my little friend.
Oh look, it's a little friend.
You do realize I can't let you lose, right? You can keep killing that little weasel as much as your heart desires. But I will bring you back either way. You cannot step off the path, so get back there and press.
Oh. Okay, she let me click through. I think she's supposed to, yeah. Thank you, bro. Okay, fine, I'll let you have this one, Mr. Gravity.
Now all that's left is to cross this damn cliff.
Alright, let's listen to Astrid and press the damn Q key. Okay, I'm pressing it. There's... okay. Whew. Ignoring the proximity of the precipice, Leon slipped along the very edge. Her bare feet, honed by years of training, found footing on the narrow stone ledges with frightening precision. A second later, she was squeezing through a narrow casemate window like a boneless cat.
Damn crow.
Yeah, damn crow indeed. Leon scanned the space almost instantly. No stray eyes, no breath of guards.
Damn.
Only silence and the smell of mould. A chill ran down her spine from the biting dampness of the place.
What a dump.
Yeah. Yeah, Selena. Especially that big bird with an attitude. She moved on tiptoe, creeping along the walls. This wing of the building seemed abandoned. No sound, no movement. Only the cold stone...
Hey, you!
Whoa! I was reading! Leon instinctively dropped low to the ground like a wild beast. But as her eyes adjusted to the deepening darkness, she discerned a tall, imposing figure. The prisoner was shackled from head to toe. Some people would pay an awful lot of money to be shackled up like that. Just saying. Handcuffs gripped her forearms, and a massive collar weighed down her neck, its chain leading deep underground. To top it off, as if the other shackles weren't enough, a metal muzzle covered her face. A lot of money to dress up like this.
Where is everyone?
She refused to show that she had been caught off guard.
How should I know? Gone to the tavern for lunch, probably.
The stranger stated this as if it was common knowledge.
And who are you supposed to be anyway?
Ignoring the question, Leon approached a solitary table cluttered with yellow papers and other junk. Rob, there's a gap in the abandoned wing. We gotta check it. Don't bother. Girl goes insane and jumps into tornado. Okay, is that a Wizard of Oz reference? Oop, there we go. Forced decompression. Please stay alert. She will try to attack at the first opportunity. Loosening of the chains must be performed by at least 5 guards. Oh, goodness. Bruno, I lost the keys to cell 25. Are you insane? Whatever, we don't need to open it anyway. Okay. Do whatever you want, but if the bitch gets out, you will deeply regret it. I'm reminding you that no matter how well you hide your families, Oceania is a very small place. Wow. Make her wear that dog muzzle. Let the mutt know her place. I've also sent you something for motivation. I'm guessing that's a Katarina thing. She pushed aside a couple of sheets and fixed her gaze on an old booklet. Her fingers slid down the endless list of names.
Number 25.
Leon immediately looked around, trying to match the numbers with the surrounding cells.
Ah, so you are here for me after all.
Of all the chains in your muzzle, it's missing a silent mode. However, that wouldn't be very convenient for me, Suharto.
A silent mode? Seriously? I thought it was always quiet down around my knees.
Oh!
So, to what do I owe the pleasure?
Stay calm. Don't fall for these stupid provocations.
I like Suharto. I feel like Suharto and I would get along famously. The premonition of the jailer's imminent return forced Leon to act swiftly. A locket appeared from beneath her tunic. With a single click, it opened.
Do you know who this portrait is? I suspect she's the one who's been gifting you these unwelcoming walls.
Leon's voice sounded firm, leaving no room to doubt her resolve.
For me, I can't see a thing behind these bars.
Of course she can't.
Why am I not surprised?
Okay, am I the only one who's shipping these two already? Is it just a me thing? Suharto, whose face seemed the very image of angelic innocence, looked perfectly prepared to wait. To wait until Leon freed her. Awesome! Good to know, Selena. This is a ship, right here. In this world, where favour for a favour was the only currency, it couldn't be any other way. Suddenly the silence was shattered by heavy footsteps and loud voices. The jailers were returning.
If you just leave, I'll tell them all about your little visit.
Well, that's a bitch move.
Damn it. I'll get you out. Just shut up.
Leon darted behind a pile of junk cast aside in the corner as useless. Any observant passerby would have noticed her easily, but the mercenary wasn't counting on absolute invisibility. Her best bet was on predictability. She froze, barely breathing. Fortune was on her side once again. Most of the jailers dispersed, leaving only one guard at the junk-laden table. He looked around suspiciously, clearly sensing something was amiss. His gaze snagged on the papers scattered across the table, the very same ones Leon had carelessly rummaged through a few moments ago. His suspicious gaze slid towards Suharto. Despite the weight of her chains, she continued to smile imperturbably, as if she knew some secret joke. The guard opened his mouth to ask a question, but didn't manage to make a sound. Oops. Leon's cold, calculated strike preceded his words. Shot! The guard slumped, never realizing what had happened. Catching the heavy body, Leon carefully lowered it to the filthy floor, trying not to make any unnecessary noise.
Just knocked him out. How noble.
I'm not a killer.
That's nice. Good on you, Leon. Brushing off another of Suharto's barbs, Leon's fingers moved through the pockets with practiced, swift motion.
Empty?
Well, you did see the note that said that they lost the key. Leon's gaze darted to Suharto, who simply shrugged.
Damn it.
Pushing the guard aside, Leon slipped towards the cell door, pulling out a lockpick. Oh, come on. Oh, stop. Oh. Shoot. Bother. Security pinned Leon down before she could raise her hands. Attempting to break free turned into a brutal massacre. The enraged guards simply beat the runaway to death right on the cold floor. I'm about to get yelled at.
Tell me, do you have some sort of personal goal here?
Hi, Astrid.
Don't tell me you're losing every single minigame on purpose. What do you want? An achievement? Fine. Here you go.
Disappoint
And I
Astrid.
hope this time you'll actually do it right. Listen. I'll be gone for a little while. While I'm away, a good friend of mine will look after you. You can trust him. And I won't let this thing inside you get in the way. We will cut her out. Like a vestigial organ.
Mm-hmm.
See you soon.
Okay. I clearly got the creepiest character in the entire game.
Damn it. Come on. Pull yourself together, Leon. They're just stupid scars.
Whoa. Ah, come on. Ah. Oh. Whew. Thanks, bro. The door unlocked with a quiet creak, and Leon found herself right in front of the ominous figure of Suharto. All that remained was to step closer and remove her chains.
No, I'll do it myself.
Yeah, I'd probably remove my own face masks myself. Suharto battered Leon's hand away as she reached for the muzzle straps. Without even a word of thanks, she stepped out of the cell.
What a nasty piece of work.
Yeah, I reckon by the third episode of this, they're going to be bonking.
Now, quiet. We're leaving to the back entrance of the abandoned
A deafening whistle cut Leon's sentence short. The mercenary spun around so sharply she nearly lost her balance. Suharto froze in a pose that practically screamed, "Look at the world's biggest idiot." Suharto! She was challenging the... I like Suharto! She was challenging the guards. All of them.
Suharto, damn it! What are you doing?
Finally.
As if on cue, the thunder of footsteps flooded from the dark depths of the corridor. Mute horror struck in Leon's throat at the sight of a crowd of jailers rushing towards them, armed to the teeth and extremely displeased. Hiding was no longer just useless, but almost impolite given Suharto's enthusiasm. However, Leon's help was not required. Whether from long abstinence or an excess of strategic thinking, Suharto set upon the guards as if they were a pile of birthday gifts. True Selena, she does have to, get the, move the muscles, She's been standing there still for so long, she's got to shake it all off. Leon blinked. Then again...
Is it really that easy?
The thought flashed through her mind as Suharto, beaming with anticipation, met another jailer with a blow. At some point, Leon realised that she was clearly surplus to requirements at this festival of violence. Get him, Suharto! She felt even a little embarrassed for having been so sincerely worried a moment ago. I like Suharto. She's a motivated go-getter who takes opportunities when she sees them. Wiping sweat from her brow, Suharto finally turned her attention to her audience. She was genuinely surprised by the sight of Leon, who had been watching the spectacle intently all along.
You're still here?
Well, yeah. I did come for your help after all.
Ah, right. Katrina.
The woman touched her head theatrically, as if she was hoping she wouldn't have to pay for her freedom.
Well, there are people in the port where Katrina's thugs are regulars. I think they might be able to help you.
So that was her portrait?
Don't know where you got it, but yeah, that's her trinket.
Suharto looked over at the piles of scattered guards once more.
The slaughter's giving me an appetite. I don't like being in debt, especially to little peewees like you.
That's flirting. That is grade 8 flirting right there.
Come on, I'll introduce you to someone while we're at it.
Pee-wee? Pee-wee?
Leon's inner voice was reaching ultrasonic levels. She, a professional who had risked everything for this walking catastrophe, had just been officially written off as something insignificant. Leon cast a sidelong glance at Suharto. A mocking image immediately sprang to her mind. Suharto towering majestically over a mountain of fallen enemies and a tiny Leon at her feet intently picking her nose. Okay, that's just cute.
I wonder if she has eye problems or just a giant ego. Fine. Her legs are as thick as my waist. But it's still insolence!
Muttering under her breath, Leon trudged after Suharto, surely loathing her entire situation. The mercenary's knuckles turned white from resentment.
Listen, Pee-wee, why are you wearing those sacks?
What?
Leon involuntarily clenched her fingers, feeling the numb scars pull unpleasantly against the fabric.
Gloves. It's not winter outside. And the casemate aren't exactly a ballroom. You fiddled with my lock for so long. I thought you were trying to bind it open. Those rags are getting in your way.
It's part of my gear. Protection from injuries.
Fibber.
Protection? More like ballast. I saw you wince. Take them off. Let the skin breathe, or your fingers will wither away entirely.
None of your business, Suharto. Watch the road before we run into another patrol.
Oh, aren't we prickly? Fine. Keep your secrets. Just make sure next time we need to open a door fast, your secrets don't cost us our heads.
She's got a point. Leon remained silent, but her gaze, fixed on the back of the giantess's head, grew even darker.
Since you're so observant, tell me about Katerina instead. Why did she do this to you? The chains, the muzzle?
Suharto slowed her pace for a second, her shoulders tensing slightly, but she immediately relaxed, letting out a short chuckle.
Katrina? Oh, that woman has poor taste in staff. She offered me, let's say a long-term partnership.
And? You suddenly found holiness and refused?
Well, yes. So she decided to keep me here, just in case.
Rude. Yeah. I mean, you know, if someone turns you down, you say fine and you walk away. You do not imprison them.
Apparently, she hoped the rats and the dampness would make me more cooperative. As you can see, she miscalculated.
Very miscalculated.
Kept them reserved in a dungeon with a collar? That sounds a bit much, even for her.
Well, I didn't exactly sit still while they were leading me to the cell.
Of course, she threw hands.
I did adjust a couple of her favorite ribs, after all. So she decided to add some accessories for security.
You're lying. We're keeping something back.
Leon grumbled skeptically under her breath.
What are you muttering back there? Hurry up, Pee-wee. I can already smell sea salt and cheap ale.
I love how these backgrounds look too, by the way. This is just... like, particularly in this shot, I just love this. You really feel like, you know, sunset, the sun coming through the trees, and absolutely gorgeous, this game. The port greeted them with a cacophony of sounds and a lethal cocktail smells. Rotten cod, sea salt, and stale booze. Suharto approached one of the local dens with an air as if she had found a chest full of gold. Oh, it is a great job. Again, I'm pretty sure Amber did most of this all by herself. Like, she did the whole game, released it by herself. I think... yeah, I mean, obviously she got us voice actors in, and I think she also got someone to help with the music. Maybe someone else helped with the art too, but yeah, it is a really great job. We'll see when we do the credits. Okay. Her appearance was like an explosion. The creak of rusted hinges was drowned out by the triumphant roar of the crowd. Here, Suharto was loved with every fibre of her being. Somewhere among the welcoming yells, Leon heard a mocking, "Were you saved by this, Nat?" Oh! They were seated at a table that seemed to remember the creation of the world, and every pint spilled upon it. We all know that pub. Leon barely suppressed her gag reflex. The table was so saturated with grease it could have moved on its own. Plates appeared and vanished before Suharto at such a speed as if she was a black hole, as if a black hole were operating inside of her. From the sounds of this waste processing plant, Leon realized with horror she would never be able to enjoy food again. At that moment, like a greasy ghost, an elderly man materialized before them.
Suharto says you have a question.
Hi, Stav.
Are you worthy of the truth, little one?
Yes.
Suppressing all her reflexes and survival instincts, the mercenary forced herself to speak.
I'm looking for Katerina. Any information that leads me to her.
Katerina. She's in the Eastern Port right now, as it happens. Her syndicate has settled in the caves of St. Catalonia.
Leon felt as if her face was slowly sliding off her skull. She locked eyes with Suharto, her expression pleading.
Tell me this is a joke. Please.
Wait.
Seriously? Why?
With the appearance of this walking chaos named Suharto, Leon's perfectly tuned life had turned into an uncontrollable trampoline. Her entire life, full of tragedy and cold calculation, was turning into a freak show before her very eyes. I love Suharto so much. And in this circus, she was clearly the clown without makeup.
Years without a single lead on Katerina. Sniffing around at every corner. Tracking every sailor who acted strange. When all I had to do was walk to the Eastern Port? And then some mangy sailor whose brain was pickled last century just dumps his secret like potatoes from a sack?
I really feel for Leon right now.
Well, what about it?
The elderly man shrugged as if he was talking about the weather.
Katarina's nothing left to fear. After she demonstratively executed 2 county houses. And the capella, I suspect was her doing as well. No one dares to cross her anymore.
The Capella family line. Leon clenched her fists until her knuckles turned white. Her nails dug into her palms.
Thank you.
The words left her lips without any warmth or any hint of sincere gratitude. Vaulting upright from her seat, she dashed out of the tavern in an instant. Without Suharto at her side, the port opened up before her, not as a filthy, noisy place, but as an oasis of silence. The air smelled only of fresh sea breeze and hope. She breathed in deeply, trying to pull in this fragile grace to calm the storm within. The goal was clear like a crystal ball. Saint Catalonia.
Hey, Pee-wee.
Oh, for crying out loud, Suharto! The sudden call smashed into the idyllic like a brick through a stained glass window. Leon's inner harmony shattered into pieces.
I'm coming with you.
Not a chance.
You're from the Artel, right? The mistress of the Artel takes in everyone who needs her help.
Hell with it. What did I do to deserve this?
Then walk in silence.
You're getting more agreeable.
Silence.
Who's that? Who's that? A short time later.
Dad? Dad? Dad!
Whoa! Okay. And that was part of the first chapter of Leon and Suharto. Oh, who was the graphics and design? Unknown Goat, yep. Yeah, Alessandro did an awesome job. I love the sounds. No, they don't look too friendly, do they, Selena? Very talented goat. And the best thing is, I love talking to these people. These are all, you know, just great people that I got to work with on this project. Yeah, a very talented cast of voice actors. Wait for it. I love my portrait. Look at my portrait. Isn't that so cool? Awesome. Thank you for the GGs. Okay, I love this. It's just pictures of people's pets. Thank you for the GGs, Jody. And remember, this is just the first episode. Hey, Patty. Good to see you. Thank you. And thank you for the GG, Selena. Not only is this only the first chapter, but I haven't shown you the whole game. There are alternate pathways you can take in this game. Just so you're aware. And there's also alternate voice stuff that you can get for Astrid. So that was it. That was let's have a look at the achievements. Yep. I love that icon. Thank you, Selena. But yeah, I'm not going to tell you how to get to all those other pathways. That is something you'll have to figure out on your own. Oh, they'll probably get fixed up before the release. I love it. I love it. I have an achievement, guys. There is an achievement for me. How awesome is that? Oh yeah, that's just the credits again. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. And that was like a 2-hour stream too, so that's yeah. There is a lot in the background of this game. Oh. It did. All right. But I think this is the part that you've all been waiting for. So, let me now if I click this, because I'm trying to use this similar thing to what Chugs does. So this is the word. Let me just turn it on. Start giveaway. Let's see. All right. All right. Set up. So, for those who would like to enter, if you just type in the word Astrid, just like I've typed it in there, and yeah, you guys can get stream keys for an early look at Leon and Suharto. So I'll let it... Okay, so we're waiting for... I'll let you guys all type in, if anyone does want an early... Remember, the game is completely free too, so... Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Okay, I'll give it another little while. Otherwise, if there's only going to be a couple of people enter... Give it another 30 seconds. For everyone to type in Astrid. All right. Well, since only 3 people entered, after the stream, Jody, Patty, and Avalon, I will send you guys the keys to play Leon and Suharto yourselves before the release date. For everyone else, the release date is the 19th of September. You can go and wish list it on stream, on Steam. There we go. There is the link there for anyone else who wants to wish list the game. Oh my gosh, yeah. Thank you all for coming and, seeing my debut, checking me out as a voice actor. Yeah. So, I mean, there are two main reasons I sort of started voice acting. Um, the first one, I don't know how many of you have watched The Amazing Digital Circus, but I've always been a big fan of Alex Rochon. And like back when he was, Autark of Flame, his YouTube channel, I always wanted to do what he was doing with his voiceovers and everything, but I never really got the guts up to do it. Until a second person came along, and I'm pretty sure we all know who I'm talking about. Hey, Phillies fan! I'm pretty sure you guys all know who I'm talking about when I talk about the second person, and that would be none other than our than Chugs, aka Adam Cole. Um, like like Alex as a voice actor is just an amazing, amazing voice actor. He like his creativity, like the way he voice acted Kane, absolutely amazing. Um, he does extremely well, and yeah, definitely made me wanted to be a voice actor. But then, you know, never having the confidence until, yeah, I don't know what it is about Chugs, and he's made so many people realize that they have value and that they deserve to go for their goals, and they deserve to dream and try, and you know I think we can all agree that Chugs is an absolutely amazing human being, and that the world is just a better place for having him in it. um it is also a better place for having all of you guys in it. um I cannot thank you guys enough. um just coming in here, watching this, supporting me, um, the hype train, the resubs, bits, all that, the stream streaks, the fact that you are actually taking time out to come and hang out with little old me is just such an honor and a privilege to have people like you in my life. I love you all so dearly, my precious gemstones. You are all amazing people, and shoot!
It's a miracle! She's saved! Thanks to the healing power of these amazing trinkets!
Thank you for the gifted subs and starting yet another hype train! Oh, and it's
a
gonna
miracle!
go off.
She's saved! Thanks to the healing power of these amazing trinkets!
We're gonna be hearing from Joe for a bit.
It's a miracle! She's saved! Really thanks to the healing power of these amazing trinkets!
How many was that? Thank you so much for the 5 tier 1 gifted subs, shoot.
It's a miracle! She's saved! Thanks to the healing power of these amazing trinkets!
So for those who aren't aware, the ferals are
oh, it's a miracle! She's saved! Thanks to the healing power of these amazing trinkets!
Yeah, like I said, the streaks, absolutely amazing. You guys are the absolute best. And yeah, I don't know what I'd do without you guys, seriously. Whether it's hanging out here playing ridiculous games, or hanging out on Avalon, no. No. I will adjust that. If I have to, I'll just turn it off. But no, Phillies fan, you guys are the best. Absolutely. But I mean, whether it's hanging out here, whether it's hanging out on Crunkle's stream, whether it's hanging out on Chugs' stream, Be Fresh's stream, wherever, just having you guys are my found family, and I am eternally grateful to all of you. And hopefully one day I do get to, head overseas and get to meet you guys and hang out and give you all the biggest hugs in the world, I swear. I love you guys, and I always will. That being said, it's 11:30. Yes, I do have tomorrow off, but yeah, I've had a hard day at work, so I need to head to bed. So let's go and find someone to raid. Ah, is no one on following me?
Leave the money on the fridge.
Oh, okay, all right. Jody, thank you. All right, I'll let you guys, we'll wait until the hype train calms down a bit, and then I'll send out a raid. So, and yes, I am currently working on my Kuru cosplay. Currently looking up, getting the red shirt and the grey suit. Because I mean, I love Yakuza, I really do. It's a great series, and it's from Sega, so, and I think everyone knows how much I love Sega. So, the part I'm not looking forward to.
Leave the money on the fridge.
Thank you for the 100 bits. The part I'm not looking forward to is the playing of Resident Evil 9. I do not do horror well. I hate horror games. Like, yeah, I'm going to be an absolute wreck for that stream. I'm sure you guys will find it absolutely hilarious. Oh my god, we're up to 31 subs. Oh yeah, I bet you guys will be clipping it. Oh. I mean, that there is one boundary, though, that I will always stick by, and that is no psychological horror. So, Silent Hill, I will never play a Silent Hill game on this stream. Mostly because there are a lot of things that are triggering in there for me. I don't even watch Chugs or Be Fresh or anyone play Silent Hill games. That's how I tried, but way too triggering. But I will give Resident Evil a...
Leave the money on the
Jody!
fridge.
Oh my gosh! We have a new hype train record, guys! Oh my goodness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. Let's go indeed. Let us fucking go. 31 subscribers. You guys are crazy. You guys are insane. And I love your butts so much. Anyway, now that the excitement is over, Jody, thank you again for the biddies. Now that the excitement is over, I need to get to bed. So let's go find someone to raid. And it doesn't look like anyone I'm following is actually streaming, which kind of sucks. But let's see what we can find. Let's make a new friend. Oh, we've got a Final Fantasy marathon from Pez. And they're playing Final Fantasy 4 right now. So let's go hang out, make a new friend. So again, thank you for everything. I love you all so much. You take care of yourselves. Make sure you drink plenty of water, get something to eat, rest up, and I will see you all tomorrow. Love, you precious gemstones.